Okay, so let's be real for a sec. Who here hasn't felt like they're drowning in a sea of devices and data?
Uh-huh.
It's like smartphones, laptops, smartwatches. Heck, my coffee maker even has an app now.
It's out of control.
And it's not just us, right? Businesses are dealing with more devices than ever.
Oh, absolutely. It's a whole other level.
So how do we wrangle all that tech and make it work for us, not the other way around? Well, that's what we're digging into today with Trusource.
Definitely interested to hear about this.
This platform is all about making device management and even data visualization, something you might actually enjoy.
Okay, now that's a bold claim. I like it.
Right. We'll break down how it helps you stay organized, keep that data secure, turn it into useful insights, the whole 9 yards.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
One of the things that caught my eye about Trusource is this whole workspace system. Picture this. You have these separate digital rooms, right? For each project, team, whatever you need, like noise-canceling headphones, but for your data.
Interesting analogy. I'm picturing it. Keeps everything tidy, focused.
Right. And secure, which is key. Speaking of security, one of the things I dug into was this whole idea of data integrity and confidentiality. But what's your take on that? Why is that such a big deal for businesses right now?
I think what's interesting is how data security has become such a huge priority for companies.
For sure.
Like, it's not just about avoiding hackers, though that's obviously important.
Right.
It's about making sure the information you're using is accurate and you're handling it responsibly. You're respecting privacy, building trust with your customers, all that.
Makes sense. People are a lot more aware of data privacy now than ever before.
Exactly.
So knowing a platform has those safeguards baked in is a big relief for everyone.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we're talking about staying organized. Let's look at how Trusource handles the devices themselves. The visual approach really impressed me. Picture this, okay? You've got this giant digital map, and on it, every single one of your devices, phones, laptops, sensors, you name it, and you can instantly see what's what.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Like a live dashboard of your entire tech setup.
Exactly. You can even switch between a map view and a table view.
Oh, that's handy. I'm very visual, so I'd love that.
Me too. Makes it so much easier to grasp everything at a glance. And get this, you can manage devices anywhere in the world from this one platform.
Now that is a game changer, especially for businesses with teams all over the place. No more jumping through hoops to see what's going on in different locations.
Right. Talk about simplifying things. Speaking of which, have you heard about these device profiles? They're supposed to make setting up new devices a breeze.
Oh yeah, the device profiles are great. It's like having a blueprint for each type of device. Say you onboarded a new employee, right? Instead of manually configuring their laptop with all the software and settings.
Which takes forever.
Right, you just apply the marketing team profile or the sales team profile, whatever they need, and boom, done. They're up and running.
That's so smart. Saves everyone a ton of time and headaches.
Oh, absolutely. And it keeps everything consistent, which is huge for security.
Consistency is key. All right, so we're organized, we're secure. But what about staying ahead of potential problems? That's where the alert system comes into play. And this is what blew me away. Trusource isn't just reacting to issues after the fact. It's designed to help you prevent them in the first place.
All about proactive IT, right? Instead of waiting for something to break, Trusource is constantly monitoring things, looking for any sign of trouble.
Exactly. It's like having a sixth sense for your tech. Can you give me a real-world example?
Sure. Imagine you have an online store, and suddenly your website traffic plummets.
Oh.
Right. Could be a server issue, could be something else entirely. But every minute of downtime is lost revenue. With Trusource, you'd get an alert the second that traffic dip happened. Maybe even before.
Wow. So you can jump on it before it becomes a major problem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You've got that valuable time to investigate and hopefully fix it before it affects your customers.
And they're not hitting you with a million alerts for every little thing, right?
No. They seem to get that too many alerts can be overwhelming. It's about finding that balance, letting you know what's important without drowning you in notifications.
Okay, so now for my favorite part, making sense of all that data we're collecting. Trusource talks about its graphing and visualization tools. They even have a customizable dashboard, which sounds really cool. But for those of us who aren't data scientists, what does all that even mean? Break it down for me.
Think about it like this. You've got a massive spreadsheet. Thousands of rows, tons of columns, just numbers everywhere.
My eyes are already glazing over.
Right. It's overwhelming. Now imagine taking that data and turning it into visuals. graphs, charts, you name it.
Okay, that's starting to sound a bit more manageable.
Right. Suddenly, those hidden patterns jump out at you. You see trends, you get insights that were buried in all those numbers.
It's like taking something super complicated and making it crystal clear.
And with a customizable dashboard, everyone can see what matters most to them. The sales team gets their numbers, marketing gets their insights, all in one place, but tailored to their specific needs.
Love that. Okay, before we wrap up our Trusource deep dive, I wanted to touch on a couple more things that caught my eye. First up, the bin trash feature. You ever accidentally delete something important and think, well, there goes my afternoon?
Ugh, tell me about it. Happens to the best of us.
Right, but with Trusource, even if you mess up, you can usually recover that lost info. No more panic attacks. It's like a safety net, which is really smart when you think about data security in general, and version control.
Exactly. Okay, and then there's this built-in chat function. Seems like such a simple thing, but for teams working across different locations.
Game changer. Instead of that whole email chain back and forth, just pop open a chat window right there in Trusource. Troubleshoot on the fly. So much more efficient.
Right, and way less email clutter. Always a plus. Okay, got to talk about scalability here. One thing that impressed me was that Trusource is built to work for, well, everyone.
It's like that one tool in the toolbox that somehow works for every job, big or small.
Right. Solopreneur juggling a few devices, no problem. Huge corporation managing a global network, Trusource can handle it. Proof that you don't have to sacrifice power for flexibility. Makes you think, with tech moving so fast, what else is possible? Could platforms like this integrate AI, even quantum computing down the line? Who knows?
Now, those are some exciting possibilities. So it seems like Trusource is all about making our lives a little easier, right? Giving us the tools to not just manage our devices and data, but actually put them to work for us. What features stood out to you? What are your big takeaways?
As you're thinking about that, remember, tech is a tool. We get to decide how we use it. It's about making smart, ethical choices that benefit everyone. That's the real challenge and the real opportunity.